Are you hanging around for a bit, Frog? She's a nut. Ugh. So what did you think of night one?
Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. The Atlanta Braves taking on the Baltimore Orioles. John Shambi, Chris Singleton with you, and singing the big bat in the lineup so far this year.
I completely agree.
Always exciting to see him in action, and it seems like he consistently finds a way to impact the game.
Yeah, Boogie. It's offensively at the plate, defensively when he's on the bases. And this guy's just a heads-up player, but he's got so much talent, and he makes the most of that. I believe it starts with his preparation because you never see him give away an at-bat.
First pitch coming your way next.
Yeah.
So just about set now. So here's the lefty, John Means.
Well, you can see his whip is a little above the league average. Not bad, but I think in this one, he's going to need to control that a little bit better. Try to limit hitters from getting on base. Stay in that windup instead of the stretch. And when he does allow base runners, be able to throw a pitch, he's going to get a swing and miss, get out of the inning so that a base hit doesn't do more damage and put his team behind the 8 ball.
All right, ready to go here. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Michael Harris. First pitch misses.
It's his new toy.
That one finds the zone, and the count 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. The pitch. Out to short, Henderson. One out in the top of the first. Here's the Atlanta Braves lineup. A guy who's been huge for them over the last month plus, Sean Murphy.
This guy had an on-base percentage of over 400 last month. That's just telling you he's taking
See
his
how
walks,
things go.
he's getting his knocks, he's finding some holes. Everything just going really well for him right now. But don't overlook the fact that that happens because he's having consistently good at-bats.
In the air, pretty deep out to center field.
What?
He makes the grab, and there's 2 down.
I'm streaming.
And now
I said time to play a game. That's become... I'm not doing all that. I'll do that next game. I just really playing a game.
Junior.
This is a hitter who takes his game to another level, playing at night.
And now the lefty just missed.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
I think they're going to start the slow breaking up of the
Sizes this one up.
Judgment Day.
And puts the squeeze on that one. And that is that. No score as we head to the bottom of the first.
Yeah.
Back now at Oriole Park. And today's starting pitcher, Max Fried. How about a scouting report on him?
Well, that whip is just below the league average, and that's a good thing.
A nice 1, 2, 3 inning for
too many base runners. So
John Means.
Go out there and compete and put his team in a position to win, and I expect to see that from him in this one today.
line to kick the pitch. Up and in, and a count 1-2.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
The pitch. Up the middle. All these safe at first as they can't make the play.
Protecting with strikes on him and putting the ball in play speaks to cutting down the strikeouts, shortening up with 2 strikes.
Here's Ryan Mountcastle. And that's off the inside edge. And that
I think overall it was a good show.
Next offering is fouled back. Go ahead run at first. Nobody
Probably
out.
just part of the show.
Second game of the series. Wouldn't chase that time.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
Comes up empty.
I'm pretty sure Drew's walking out with that title tomorrow. Yeah, or Priest.
Kicks and deals. Headed down the line.
I can.
Acuna on the run. Can't get there. This one lands foul.
Hello.
3-2 now. Struck him out looking.
But I can't argue with that one, and clearly he was looking for something else, anything but the breaking ball. It's a great pitch to hit right there if you're looking for it, and kind of a gift at a 2-strike count. But sometimes you just get fooled, and you got to tip your cap.
I thought you left, Thomas. Oh. Ooh. No, you'll be fine. It's just, you don't really have a choice but to say, yeah. Santander with a 2-run homer. I'm streaming, by the way. They put it in the game already? It's just reviewing everything. Yeah. Now you have the new WrestleMania content, like you have the Macho King Randy Savage, the new Triple H, the Rey Mysterio. Oh. It was the Authors of Pain and that's because they're in a match tomorrow with them and the Street Profits are in a street. Yeah, it's the Authors of Pain. It's the New Testament versus Bobby Lashley's group. Yeah, it's a Philadelphia. No, actually, the Bobby Lashley's new group is called The Pride. Oh yeah, Garza and the LWO. So I forgot too. Who's that? Oh. They okay. I'm a fan of Julius Creed as more than the Creed brothers. I'm surprised. I do want to say one thing to you. I apologize about all this mess with you know who. Okay. No problem. Only thing I will say is I said to him, I made a trade offer. He sent me a message. He said, "Do you want to talk about this trade you sent me?" I said, "Nothing to talk about. Either accept it, decline it, or counteroffer it." And he said, "Okay." I looked at my team, or I wanted to figure out how it would work with my team, and I accepted it. That was 2 or 3 days. That was Thursday, I think. And here's the thing: the news about Bieber getting hurt didn't come out till today. So this idea that I traded him a hurt player. I just don't want you to think like, because I know we had this I didn't want it to feel like a repeat of because I mean, like, why do we need to discuss anything? Like, I made you an offer, either accept it, decline it, or counteroffer. And yes, I'll admit, I was trying to sell high on Bieber's hot start. That's what you're supposed to do. Sell high What really upset me about the whole thing is I had contacted you this morning, and I was going to say to you, can we please cancel this trade? I no longer think it's fair since Bieber is hurt. Or once I saw it. But then before you and I could even talk, I get to see all these messages from him about I feel screwed, I'm pissed off. Well, nobody told you to push accept. Yeah. Well, no, I didn't tell him I was. As a matter of fact, I kind of went off on him a little bit the way he went off on, like. Because I'm tired. I didn't want to hear the crybaby BS like you. Because guess what? If I trade Frog Henry Davis tomorrow, and Henry Davis lands on his team, and then 2 days after the trade goes through, Henry Davis is out for the year, is that my fault? You know how many trades I've made in fantasy leagues where I've never had to have conversations before a trade was. Take it. By the way, got another injury. John Means got hurt. I can't avoid injuries. Yeah, I need to pay for the rights to the MASH theme so I can play. Yeah, that from my franchise. Ooh. I think I did say something to him to the effect of, maybe if your team had a competent medical staff, you'd have known about the injury sooner, and we wouldn't. I I thought they were. I thought Mysterio was going to win just because I thought they want to keep Andrade looking strong. Yeah. By the way, Amish, don't forget to explain what you meant in text. Oh, you didn't see the last. You didn't see the last. I chuckled. That was the worst thing I'd ever seen. Honestly, considering my expectations for that match, that was the one thing about the night I was disappointed in. Because I literally thought to myself, that has the potential of being the best match of the night, or the best match of the weekend. And I wouldn't even put it like in the top 3 of the night. Oh yeah. Because in most video games, the hard part is getting to the final boss. The final boss is usually easy. If you really think about it, in most video games, it's harder to get to the last, like the final boss, than it is. I'm thinking more like of the Diablo series of games. It was a lot harder to get to Diablo than it was to actually beat Diablo. I'm just kind of like wondering what they're doing with AJ Styles, though. Like, for, that's my point, though. Like, you have one of the best wrestlers in the world, and he's just like, well, you're too good to be in catering, but we don't really get anything for you, so you're gonna wrestle any night. Oh, come on. What I should have pointed out, real quick, getting back, what I should have pointed out was this makes us even because right after you traded me Jordan Alvarez last year, he got hurt. But you didn't see me crying. I just put him on my IL and moved on. But as frogs are that's the difference between being an adult and being 21 years old. I probably shouldn't have said some of the things I said to him. I'll put it out there. I don't care. I exactly. It was. And he didn't say, can we have a conversation about it? He said, do you want to discuss this trade? All I said was no, nothing to discuss. Either accept it, decline it, or counteroffer. Like, what discuss? And I got news for you. He's one of your favorite pitchers on your favorite team. If he hadn't gotten hurt, you'd be... What does me being at work have to do with anything? Like, so I had my phone in my hand. I was able to propose a trade while I had a few minutes. Huh? He's saying the way I took what he said was he's saying I shouldn't have been sending a trade, and if I didn't have time to discuss a counteroffer, I shouldn't even have sent the trade if I was at work. Because I did say to him, what I said to him was, I'm at work, either accept the trade, decline the trade, or send a counteroffer. Like, guess what? That's why there's three options. There's accept, decline, counteroffer. Frog's never played fantasy baseball before. He even understands that. Let's see. I can push accept. I can decline. I better shut up because of. Well, I told you I feel like I got a little bit of a hole at first base. I'd be interested in Alec Bohm, but I don't even know if I should try to make a trade again now, right now, because God forbid. Most people that play in fantasy leagues with each other don't even have communication like we all do. So what do you think happens? You either decline, you accept, or you counteroffer. And why do we need a separate text chat just for the people in the league? Well, no, I consider that a friend's text. That's not I mean, we talk wrestling in that thing. We talk baseball. Like, no, I'm not. I'm not saying. I'm not saying that we should. To be. If I'm being honest with you, I didn't even know I didn't even know Bieber was hurt until, like, I saw. Well, yeah, that's my point. Like, and here's the other funny thing is, he actually says to me, I traded him a hurt player. Well, let's pretend for a second, at the time of the trade, he was hurt. You still pushed accept. So, and if you thought he was hurt, why did you? I mean, Amish traded for a hurt player last year, but he knew what he was getting. And correct me if I'm wrong, did O'Neal Cruz even play for you last year? I told you that was going to happen. But you took the chance. But you took the chance. Because I remember us talking about it, and I was like, I don't know. I even said to you at the time, I don't know if I like the precedent of trading hurt players. But again, in Bieber's case, he was not hurt when. Look, just because Hitler was still in power the last time his team won a title. What's it been, 74 years? Why did I say I wanted to play a game tonight? 6-3. I'm getting tired of all these injuries. The other part, and I mean no offense to you, Amish, he apologized to you. Why did he apologize? I'm the one he freaking attacked. Male gigolo and what? Well, like I said, male gigolo and what? Pet detective? I think you'd make a good Ace Ventura. And generally, when people lose their mind, they lose their fan base. Which begs the question, how does Amos maintain his fan base? That's because, what's his fielding rating? That's why. because by the fielding rating, he's only actually a bronze. What gets him up to whatever he actually is the arm strength and the arm. Yeah. But his fielding is actually a bronze.
Bases empty, one away. We're in the top half of the sixth. That's to third, and that chance handled. Two quick outs to open the top of the sixth. Back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Now in for the Braves, Michael Harris. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
How long? Couple months. Less time than that. She spent more time as Randy Orton's on-screen girlfriend until Randy RKO'd her. Kissed her and then RKO'd her. I was pissed. Although it's still to this day one of my favorite RKOs because she sold it so well. By the way, Amish, because I know you do enjoy, well, both of you enjoy getting a laugh at my expense every once in a while. It took me till today to realize that I didn't draft Tyler Rogers. I drafted Taylor Rogers. Yeah, because I figured he was going to be the primary setup guy for the Giants. And I was trying to lock down holds. And I didn't realize I realized today I had the wrong guy. And unfortunately for me, somebody actually drafted Tyler Rogers. Probably you. I thought I saw him on the free agent list. Oh. Unless somebody spends more fab than you. No, I wouldn't do that to you. Oh. The other part of breaking news that... Did you know that I'm a dumbass because I drafted Jackson Holliday? Well, no, I was told that. No. Brian told me I'm a dumbass because I drafted Jackson Holliday. I was so afraid that he was going to come into the Discord and start conversation. Oh, Well, no, I mean, I did deserve a little bit of what I mean. But you notice, as soon as Amos said something, I completely changed. I did completely change the subject. He's right. I just wanted to talk to you about it, so you didn't think. I didn't want you to think I was trying to play games with somebody. All I did was made an offer where I thought was in good faith. Yeah, I was. Hand to God, I promise you, I would have never offered. Okay. No, I would have dropped him. There would have been no point in keeping him. He's out for the year. I mean, unless you want somebody as your keeper, there's no point if they're out for the year. That would be a. I've always wanted to do a dynasty league. The sad part about the whole thing is, if he hadn't lost his temper, I was literally, like I said, I literally contacted you this morning with the intent of saying, hey, I feel really bad about Beaver being hurt. Can we please cancel this trade? But then when he started with this whole, I feel cheated and he traded me a hurt player, I was like, actually, no, I want this to go through now. A part of me was like, I got other things to worry about in my life besides. Shame with this, I like the guy. Listen. Yeah. Any trade you do, any player you draft, is a gamble. Because you don't know if they're going to stay healthy. Guess what? Whoever drafted Spencer Strider, or if Strider was a keeper, yeah, and he's probably about to lose him for the year. Very potentially. Trade him to me. Oh my god. Oh my god, I just saw something hilarious. Trade him to me and I'll put in the comments, yes, I recognize he's injured. Me and Amish talked. I don't mind. don't need to talk about the trade. You just need to either accept it, decline it, or counteroffer. If you guys are still here when this game's over, there's something I want to say, but I'm not going to say it while I'm streaming. Acuna Matata. Well, that Fantasy Baseball Today podcast I listen to, they have Kokomo Fridays that they have a whole song lyric based off Kokomo. And actually, Frog, you'd probably like it because one of the Pirates players is heavily featured in it. The last line is, because the main host, his name's Frank, says, Frank loves him some Connor Joe. Now let's get on with the show. I hate him after the day. You pick him up and then he goes 0 for 4. What was the going joke the first year I was in your fantasy league? I'm talking about the first year when I had it was, if you wanted a player to cool off, you wanted me to pick him up. Dean Kramer's starting tomorrow. Hey, you guys won today. What more do you want? Nah. At least our streak stayed alive. We're at 96 now. They're putting Raisel Iglesias in the 8th? Who the hell they got closing? Isn't Iglesias the Braves closer? Apparently not. Who the hell they got in there? Boop. They have AJ Minter as their closer. Okay. I could just see a real baseball team. You traded me a hurt player. Let's reverse the trade. Although, actually, I can't even say that because that has happened. That's why they have to pass a physical to... Maybe they need to add that in fantasy baseball. A player has to pass a physical before. It did come out of nowhere, though. Like, I didn't even hear he had elbow discomfort, let alone, I got to go get Tommy John surgery. Feels like every pitcher gets Tommy John surgery nowadays. Well, I think, and Mark sort of said that when he came in the chat. I didn't say much because I was invested in watching. Yeah, yeah. Like I didn't want to say anything because I love Mark. He's always been in my streams too. But I'm sitting there like, but he makes a good point. Too many pitchers throw; they don't pitch anymore. And I think because my dad, you know, this whole thing about I can only go throw 80 pitches and go 6 because you're not, you're throwing max effort all the time. Because it's all about velo. That's all. It's all part of the analytics too. Because he knew how to. Because he knew how to. He also, while he did throw hard, he also knew how to take some velocity off pitches. He didn't throw every like. These guys are throwing max effort. Plus, one thing my dad and when my dad first said this to me when I was a kid, I kind of chuckled at it, but he's right. He thinks some of the players are working out too much, that they're too muscular. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So a new arm out of the bullpen for the Orioles, Dylan Tate. And this could be a pretty critical point in this game. Down the left field line, should be extra bases. That ball is in. Ozzie flying around third. He's in safely at second as a run scores. Play at the plate.
All right.
Next up for the Braves.
Looks like I'm going to have to go to a rubber match.
Runner at second, 2 down. Here at the top of the ninth.
So I'm probably going to lose this one 8-3. Probably wasn't a realistic expectation to think that I was going to sweep the Braves. Oh, Nowadays, rubber match decides everything. Like, the finer things in life. You're our Fraser Crane. You know, when I saw that picture, you kind of have a Fraser look to you. Kelsey Grammer. Sideshow Bob. Meaning he was the voice of Sideshow Bob. No, he doesn't look like Sideshow Bob. Alright, let's see how bad John Means is hurt. Oh, only a few days. We can take a look at that. I know I'm very close to getting Bradish back. 5. Now, Felix Bautista, I am going to extend because he's not. When he comes off, I'm going to extend him because he is not going to pitch this year. Bradish, I get back in 5 days. I got about a month for Adley. Alright. I'm not playing another game tonight.